welcome. And today I'm with Ari, and for the past 4 months he's been part of our Platinum membership. So Ari, welcome. And let me start by asking you a little about you and your background, your previous experience with trading, if you had any, and what led us at eTrading Academy.
Okay, so I'm Harry. I'm 53 years old, and I've been in the jewelry business for my entire adult life. The world of financial markets has always fascinated me, but I really never got around to learning much about it. You get busy with your own work and your own career. In the last few years, I felt that I'm ready to start investing. Put some money aside, and I thought it was time to invest it in stocks and funds and try and build up my equity more aggressively. But most of my time goes on my business. I've dabbled in some property as well, and it was just not easy to get on the investing ladder. One of my friends then told me about the eTrading Academy. I decided to check it out. I liked what I saw. The online course was perfect because it's 24/7, so it suited me down to a T. And that's how I started with the academy.
Okay, and let me ask you, so out of curiosity, do you work a 9-to-5 type of job? I mean, working for someone, or is it your own company, your own business?
Oh, no. It's my own business. I've been at it for 30 years, and it's a 24-hour job. It doesn't stop. Just because 9 to 5 is the office hours doesn't mean it stops. I'm often working into the long hours of the night, but you learn to adapt.
Yeah, I understand your parameters. I think I live the same type of life. And look, basically, also when the market opened, when the U.S. market opened, it's mid-afternoon your time, which at the end of the day is quite good because it allows you to run your business, and at the same time you can still trade during the U.S. hours, and that's the good thing about it. I understand as well that it's kind of like not easy to juggle with like both jobs, let's say, but this situation helps you to get your feet wet and while keeping your current source of income from your business. And now I don't know whether at some stage you would be kind of like interested into moving all the way to trading or active investing, like I think that's what you're mostly into. But in your case, I believe that it's really ideal because it gives you time to build your experience, your confidence, and then eventually you can decide whether you'd like to dedicate your full attention to this new part of the business. Would it be something that you could envision yourself, doing full time?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I love my work, but at some stage, it would be nice to take a step back, delegate a lot of the work to my employees, and at the same time have more time to invest. That would be the ideal situation. I'm really motivated to try and create a better life for me and my family with a reasonable income, spending more quality time with the children and wife, and at the same time learning as much as I can, so that maybe one day I'll be brave enough to take the jump and hopefully be good at it, consistent at it.
Fair enough. And after all, you're really at the beginning of your journey because it's been only a few months, and you've got your family responsibilities. So you have a successful business, from what I understand from our previous conversation. So you've been running that for many years, and there's no reason to jeopardize the whole situation until you're fully ready and confident. And I'm sure, I mean, you've heard me saying this hundreds of times, but it's the truth. I mean, learning about trading and investing is more like a marathon. It's not a sprint. So you need to take, time to climb up the ladder step by step in order to really, reach the top. Let me ask you one thing. Since you started the program, what's been the most valuable thing, or that you learned, the thing that you've liked the most about the course so far?
I enjoy the videos and the fact that I can study on my own time. That's very important. And I like the live sessions as well. They're very helpful to make the perfect combination between what we learn from the course and the real thing. Also being able to understand your thought process. It definitely gives me a strong base to establish myself and develop my own skills. The most valuable thing I discovered so far in the course is the importance of risk control and discipline. I am really starting to understand your risk management technique and how important it is to adapt it to my own personality, my strengths, my weaknesses. I realize that it's not a one-fits-all kind of strategy. It's on the contrary. Maybe like most things in life, you have to adapt to your own sensitivity and risk tolerance, so that you're not under immense stress or pressure, which is really not what we want from this at all.
Yeah, I know. I totally agree with you, Ari, and that is why we spend a lot of time trying to emphasize the importance of managing risk, because at the end of the day, that's the one thing that we can control. I mean, minimize your loss, maximize your gain. You hear that a lot, but it sounds very easy and rational to do. But believe me, that like 90% of the people, they don't just follow these rules simply because it goes against our own human nature. And so fighting human nature is not so easy, but it is what transforms you into a consistent winner. And at the end of the day, trading is all about skill, discipline in the long run, mostly discipline. So as to the course structure, I mean, it was like kind of very important that it be flexible and adaptive to people, individual levels of understanding, schedule. But the important thing was to make the course practical and not theoretical. And if you ask me, I think our course modules, the videos, etc., the workbooks are important to get the hang of it. But I really do feel that what the live sessions are what makes it most important, give the most important aspect of the course, because they enable the students to really put things in practice, their learning. And everything is made so that by the end of the course, you've become self-sufficient with the proven method, the process that will enable you to be your own man. And I mean, it's kind of an old cliche, but it's more important to teach someone how to fish rather than feeding him fish. And because, becoming an independent trader, it's all about first getting the knowledge from someone experienced, and then later adjusting it to your own taste, to your own, and make the strategy your own, really. So, so far, I mean, from the main three strategies that we teach, which one do you feel closer to? I mean, more confident, more comfortable with?
It's still a little difficult to fit the US opening session in my schedule, but I'm happy to look at the slower moves of the afternoon session. So the B2T strategy is one that I concentrate on at this moment. I'm starting to also use my scanners for the breaking loose strategy, because we've incredible momentum stocks, especially in the last 2 or 3 hours of the US trading session.
Yeah, absolutely. No, you're right. It's been quite happening this past few months, and I'm happy. It's nice to see that you're adapting to your current schedule, and that you found basically your kind of bread and butter strategy. So so I would definitely advise keep working at it for a while, and most importantly, learn to master it, and then you'll find the right time to start practicing maybe some of the other patterns. Talking about strategy, what do you think is the hardest aspect in your training at this stage? What kind of blocks you, or
I am still struggling with the large choice of candidates every day. I feel overwhelmed by the number of stocks that pop up on our scanner, and sometimes it makes it difficult for me to decide, which horse do you bet on? I'd say that it's probably my greatest challenge at this stage. But I must say that when I am free to attend the live morning session, it definitely helps to listen to your choices of potential candidates to trade with. It helps to narrow the list of stocks to watch, and that's very helpful.
Yeah, sure. Well, I mean, don't worry about being overwhelmed because, it's a very common thing among all beginner traders, and with time and experience, you'll definitely learn to recognize your favorite pattern, to focus and settle on 2 to 3 stocks maximum a day. And if you're looking at, I'm talking about if you're looking at intraday trading, but you learn that you can't chase too many rabbits, because otherwise, at the end of the day, you end up catching none. And that's why every day we get our scanners helping us identify potential candidates according to our parameters, and then we run our own human analysis scan in order to pick 1 or 2 candidates that we'll focus on for the rest of the day. And sometimes, these picks will give us what we expect, and sometimes they won't. And that's certainly part of the trading. And believe me that when I said that the market is full of opportunities every single day, it is true. So because you've seen me trading many times and you've seen these opportunities, but unfortunately, you can't catch them all, and that's the way it is. So we make our choices, we live with them. And so in the long run, 1 slow day, 1 bad day, it won't make a difference at all. Especially if the process is followed strictly day after day. And most importantly, don't forget that right now you're in the process of building up your own experience, your confidence, your equity, 1 trade at a time. So, but it takes time to get to the point where you become almost unemotional about the whole process. And anyhow, I'm not going to take much more of your precious time, but to finish up, I'd like to ask you something important. What would you say to someone like you looking for an education course about active investing? What would your advice be to that person? And again, be straight and honest. I don't care what the answer will be, because it's not about E-Trading Academy. It's more about what you, as a more experienced student now, feel that what makes the difference.
Well, in my case, or probably for other people that have regular jobs or business, I think it's very crucial to find a course structure which is flexible enough to accommodate your needs and schedules. So access 24/7 to the course is a must. And then for me, personally, the second most important thing, probably as important as the first, is the reputation, experience of the mentor, and feeling at ease with him or her. I know, because I can tell you in my own, that years of experience make all the difference in the world. That's what will save you time and money. And that's definitely the one that persuaded me to go for your course.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you very much for the props, and I want to thank you for sharing, your thoughts and experience with us, because it's important for everyone, for all of our students to see what the other guys are doing. It always inspires everyone in the group and other people that watch the video. I think it's very important. So thanks a lot, Ari. And I wish you, good continuation with your learning, with your trading, and perhaps we'll have another chat in a few months' time to see where you're at, where you're up with.
Thank you very much. Take care.
Thanks for taking the time.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.